Hey guys, welcome back to the Gaymeboyz channel. My name is Tim, and today I'm here with a villain pin tour. So a lot of you have been commenting that you wanted to see some of our pin collections, and we just got a new board and situated all of our villains pins on one board. So I thought it would be the perfect time to show you guys. So we do have two main characters that have their own separate boards. So I will show them at the end. So yeah, let's come along, I'll show you my board. Okay, so I'm showing you my villains board. There she is, and then I have two here. So this is just a quick glimpse of the pin goodness, but focusing on the villains board, I do kind of have them spread out. So starting up top, we have the Maleficent Pins. We have the comic book. This one is the cafe set that they did with like the cappuccinos, some Tsum Tsum ones, some evil mystery sets. And then you have a bunch of different Maleficent forms. This is from the Hollywood Studios one. Mondays are evil. Yes, they are. And then you have some Maleficents there. She's a candy apple. And then I put all the ones of her dragon form together, like so. And then there's a Tsum Tsum one. And then this is from Phantasmic. This is from Pinbakeshop. I get a lot of pins from them. I'll link them down below. And then moving on over, you have Duffy Bear dressed as Maleficent. This one is an amazing fantasy pin with Aurora in her blue dress kind of forming her cape. And then moving on over, there is a Halloween pin. And then this one is a mystery set from Loungefly, the Funko ones. And then here's just another Maleficent pin. Moving on down, you have another Loungefly mystery pin set. She was the chaser. And then the handbag, the shoes, and then another mystery set from the villains, and that is the spindle. And then moving on down, we have the Evil Queen. This was a really cool pin that was gifted to us from the movie club. So you have the Evil Queen there with her box, and then it actually spins over to Snow White. And my Snow White collection wasn't as big, so I kept her on the Evil Queen side. And then moving on over, you have, this is from Halloween of last year, Just One Bite, and then her box. This is a really cool one I got from Magic Launch Bay, and it has all the woodland creatures, and then you have her as a deck of cards. Another cool one there. And then these are just some open edition pins. This one was a Funko Loungefly pin, and then these are both from mystery pin sets from Disney. And then you have the evil mirror, or the mirror on the wall, and then this one is kind of lenticular, it moves, so it's like her as a hag and then her as queen. Fairest of them all, it opens up into kind of like a mirror. So we move on down to my favorite female villain, aside from Ursula. So this is a cool hinge pin that opens, and then when you open it, it's her as like the evil step monster in the dark, and it says Cinderella 1950. This one is a really cool, unique pin. It says Family Gathering for Thanksgiving 2004. And then these two are from the Little Black Dress Co. They're fantasy pins. I'll link them down below. And then this one I absolutely love. It's the evil queen and her two daughters in the Haunted Mansion Doom Buggy. And that is a fantasy pin. And then some open edition pins of Lady Tremaine. I love them. This one's everything. I said if. And then this was from the Tsum Tsum mystery pins. This was just released for the big Cinderella pin events. And then she kind of slides, and then you could open the door, and then you have Cinderella's shocked face like, oh, she's locking me in. So I love that one. Another hinge pin we have, this was a Halloween pin. You have Lucifer and the little mice there with the fabric, and when you open it up, it has Lady Tremaine with her key, and then it's Trick or Treat 2018, and there's the mice there. Almost kind of like a cereal box drawing. And then this one's cool. It says, Wanted, Lady Tremaine, last seen the Tremaine Estate, affiliates Drizella and Anastasia, hobbies, putting Cinderella to work. And then I love these puzzle pins, as you know, so I had to get my Lady Tremaine. This one's really fun. It glows in the dark. And then this is from the Pin Pack, Mystery of Evil, I think it's called. And then you move over. I kind of have all the girls grouped together. So we have the Cruella Windows of Magic, which I love, or Windows of Evil, rather. It has so many details when you look at it. And then this is the comic book. And then these are some kind of like hidden Mickey pins. This one's really fun. It says Perfectly Wicked on it. And then there's the Tsum Tsum with her. And then this one is from Blue Lemon Ink. I'll link them down below. And then you have some just open edition pins. This is the other one that came with that Evil Queen pin, and it says a real devil. This one's really fun. It has kind of like the castle in the crest. You have her shoes, and then the mystery pin set of Cruella. And then when you go on up, I don't have that many of Mother Gothel, so these are all from mystery pin sets, and these ones are fun. They actually glow in the dark. And then I had to get her puzzle because, you know, puzzle goals. Moving on up, you have the Evil Queen. I had to get her puzzle as well. And then she had a current mood. Of course, she's all crazy and angry. And then that's her puzzle off with her head. This is from that Little Black Dress coat. And then you have her shoe there. That was from a mystery set, and then the rest of these are just kind of open edition pins. And then you have her Windows of Evil with the Cardsman there, and then you have the Cheshire Cat and the rabbit up on top. Oh, I actually forgot to show this one of the Evil Queen from that new Villains booster pack. Here is just kind of like a hodgepodge of villains that I don't have that many pins of. I might actually move these when this board gets fuller to their actual movie. So you have King Candy, that's a DSSH pin, and then that World of Evil pin. This is of Tamatoa. It is a fantasy pin from Disney Kriss. I'll link her below. And then I have two Yzma pins, both open edition. And then this set was a Smirks and Smiles. Those are the glow-in-the-dark one of Hans. And then you have the bad guy in Mulan. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on his name. But then I to go down in with them, I have the ones of all of the villains. So this is the I Collect Villains. I've showed this before, but when you open it up, it has all the different villain pins that you collect. So it has pretty much all of them there somehow represented. And then going down, this one is Chillin' with My Villains, and it is 3 of the guys. And then I have, moving on with the guys and the girls, this pin is amazing. This is from Pinsbyjp. I'll link him below. He does awesome fantasy pins. And this was a Valentine's Day pin where all the girls are kind of swooning over Gaston. Can you blame them? And then going down this way with the guys. So Jafar's up first. So you have from the same booster set the Jafar one with his snake around him. And then another snake pin. That's the cake pin. Again by Pinbakeshop. And then an open edition Jafar pin. This one's really funny because the silhouette I thought was Lady Tremaine, and then when I got it I was like, oh, it's Jafar. Either way I like it. And then you have the snake design on the outside, and when you open it, it's Jafar, and it says all-powerful genie. And that was another Halloween pin from, this one's from 2019. And then of course I had to get his puzzle. His comic strip says, a snake am I? Perhaps you'd like to see how snake-like I could be. I should actually move that next to those snake pins. And then this one says, Sorcerers, the Magic Kingdom. There's no year on that one, but I thought that one was really fun. And then you have Jafar in the genie form. That one is a Funko one, and then this one was from the Tsum Tsums. This was a mystery set of his staff, and then Duffy loves dressing up, so that's Duffy as Jafar. And then these are all open edition or hidden Mickey pins. And then you have the one of Iago. Alright, moving on up, you have a couple of Captain Hook pins. You have the stamp, a hidden Mickey, and then the Funko from that mystery box. His comic book. And then this one was like a cool profile one. And then you have his shoe, and then him with Smee looking all mad and crazy. And then moving over, you have my Dr. Facilier pins. So I have the Windows of Evil pin. This one was really cool. I just love all of the details they put on there. You could just stare at it for like a couple minutes and see something new. And then there's his mystery Tsum Tsum. And then the Funko mystery from the box. And there's another one of him. And then his vial. And then that's a really cool one, which was in the new mystery villain set as well. And then this one is the new one we've shown of the Enchanted Emblems from this year. And this one does spin. So if I wanted to, I could put it on this side. But I think I'm gonna actually, we're trying to collect all of these from this year, and I'm gonna put them on their own pin board eventually. And the saddest thing is this is my Gaston collection. I don't have as many as I'd like of him. So I put LeFou's mystery hidden Mickey pin there. 2 open editions of Gaston. And then this one could technically be a bell pin, but I liked it as Gaston's. And then 2 open editions of Gaston. Moving over, we have the Scar pins. And then there's that glow-in-the-dark one. And then these are actually pretty much all open edition or mystery sets. And then this one is of his hyenas. And then his grins, hidden Mickey. I have his comic book. And then this one was an awesome one they made of the Funko pin, or of the Funko Pop, where they made it as a pin. I love that one. It's one of my favorites. And then the last one we have up top is Hades. So we have just a couple of open editions. I love this one. This is actually from a booster lanyards pack. And then these ones are just like all mystery. I actually noticed that this one is not of Hades, but I put it there because it looked like Hades. But I just found out that it's actually from an attraction. So I'm going to have to move that one out. His shoe. You have Pain and Panic. And then this one's another fun lenticular. So when it moves, you have his blue hair and then his red hair. And then a bunch of different Hades pins. There's the Funko one, and then the cappuccino one. I love that one too. And then you have as his like cookies, Pain and Panic. And then I have, of course, his comic pen. Okay, and then moving down, I do have my own pin boards of Lotso and Ursula. So I'll show you my Lotso pin first. So this one's really cool of Toy Story 3. It is from Hong Kong Disneyland, and then you move it this way, and then you have his happy face, or you can make him angry. And then this one's awesome. It actually is a hinge pin, and you could make him sad and angry or happy Lotso. And then you have some strawberry pins there. Lotso as Duffy Bear. And then this one's really cool. It glows in the dark as well. And then you have the Lotso popcorn and pretzels pins from Hong Kong. And then this is a Lotso block pin. This one I love. It's a DSSH pin of him shopping. And then this is a mystery pin. This one's really cool. It actually has like a Polaroid coming out of the castle. That is a fantasy pin as well. And then this is one of my favorite Lotso pins, him in front of the Toy Story blocks. And then you have two lollipops. This one is from Hong Kong. And then this is a Disney kriss pin of him and Woody with Lenny, the binoculars guy. I love this one of him dressed as a strawberry. This one is also from overseas, and it is the egg, which is really cute. I should probably keep that open. But like the outside has like a strawberry. This one was from a booster set that they released last year of all of Toy Story 3. This one is from Blue Lemon Ink as well. And then you have him with his cane. I love this one of him holding a picture of him and Woody as friends. And this one's kind of very similar to this one. But, I mean, it's a Lotso pin, so had to have. And then this drawing I have is from my Main Street Mail birthday box, which I'll link up above. It was amazing. They always draw you your own personal drawing. So yeah, that's my Lotso. And then you move on over, and we have Ursula. So we have the Ursula like football logo kind of pins. And then that's the same one from that booster lanyard set. And then you have some Ursulas looking sassy. This one's beautiful. It is from Alicia's Wonderland. I'll link her down below, but it's a fantasy pin. I have her comic book. And then this one is like just a really fun fantasy pin of her kind of bow, but it's kind of her bosom, so it's kind of funny. And then her grin. Moving down to my Vanessa pins, this is also a Pinsbyjp. I love this one. He made a whole like romance novel series of like the villains with kind of either like the men of the movie or the princesses. So that's Eric and Vanessa. This is a lenticular of Vanessa and Ursula from Box Lunch. This one is a fun kind of two-faced design from Disney Kriss. And then that's Vanessa pin. I think this was from a Box Lunch mystery pin set. And then moving down, you have from last Halloween a cauldron pin of Vanessa. And this one does spin into regular Ursula, but since there's not that many Vanessa pins, I keep it on that side. And then this is just another pretty Vanessa pin crest, kind of like that Cruella one I have. And then we have the dress of Ursula from the Little Black Pin Shop. Ursula and Flotsam and Jetsam. That one is another one from that 4-pin booster set they just released. This one is from the little the Pinbakeshop, which I love that one. And then a Tsum Tsum pin, and that's from a mystery set. And then you have Flotsam and Jetsam. I have a couple pins of them. This one's really fun because the back moves, so like you could kind of spin the background to change into like a bunch of different elements from The Little Mermaid. It's from 2015. Then you have Ursula with her big old booty sticking out, and you have Flotsam and Jetsam there. And I think I forgot to show this one. This is like kind of like another really unique pin. It has a bunch of elements on the outside. And then these are hidden Mickey pins. And then you have her shoes, her handbags. This one was kind of a weird one from Hot Topic. I didn't really love that set, but I mean, it was Ursula, so I was going to take it. And then the last one is from a DSSH pin where Ursula's showing her backside on the red carpet. I might condense some of these eventually to either this board, or I might do another of this size villains board in the future. So yeah, I will be showing off all my other collections as well, so stay tuned and be sure to hit that subscribe button. So that is our pin collection of the villains. So we do have a lot more groupings that we could do. We could do like princesses, maybe like by movie, or princes. We have a Stitch board that has been updated since we've shown our last Stitch tour, which I will link that video up above if you haven't seen it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and give this video a like. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.